Hello and good afternoon. Sage here reporting live from Kalkine Studios, and it's lunchtime here in Sydney. Time for the Mid-Market Pulse. And today's show, we'll take a look at the overall Australian share market's performance by the mid-session trade. We'll also explore the biggest winners and losers of the day, such as Mesoblast Zip CO, Lynas Rare Earths, Steadfast Group, Domino's Pizza, Stockland and others. And lastly, we'll discuss stocks such as Fortescue Metals, Nickel Mines, Santos, Telstra, Money3 and many more that have grabbed the headlines today. So without any further delays, let's jump straight in. And the Australian shares extended the rally for the second session on Wednesday, with the ASX 200 index gaining 0.75% by the mid-session trade amid the broad-based buying. The market sentiment was boosted by the easing concerns about the Omicron variant of the coronavirus, which fueled a rally in the global equity markets. And the strong rally in the blue-chip mining stocks such as BHP Group, Rio Tinto and Fortescue Metals pushed the market higher, with their share price rising between 2 to 3% each. And by the afternoon trade, the ASX 200 index gained 54.20 points, or 0.74%. And the benchmark index opened higher today following strong cues from the US and European markets. In the overnight trade on Wall Street, the US markets closed higher for the second day, driven by technology, energy and consumer discretionary stocks in a turbocharged trading session. The Nasdaq Composite surged 3.03% amid strong rallies in tech stocks, with Apple shares hitting fresh record highs. And the S&P 500 gained 2.07% and the Dow Jones rose 1.40%. Traders exuded growing confidence as the Omicron threat faded into the background, although scientists were still unsure over its severity or the efficacy of the existing vaccines against it. And back home, on the sectoral front, 9 of 11 sectors were trading in the positive terrain, led by the information technology. The tech sector gained 1.9% following strong cues from its US counterpart, Nasdaq, which surged in the overnight trade. And the tech sector was followed by materials and energy sectors, which were up more than 1.5% after both iron ore and oil prices rose strongly overnight. The telecom sector also rose 1.5% as investors reacted positively to spectrum auctions. And meanwhile, the consumer staples and utility sectors were the worst performers, trading lower with marginal losses. Now, in our next segment, let's focus on the top gainers and losers by the mid-session trade. And the top gainer on the ASX pack was biopharma company Mesoblast, which traded 9.7% higher. Some of the other top performers were buy now, pay later business Zip, global online retailer Redbubble, resource company Lynas Rare Earths and e-retailer Kogan.com. Now on the flip side, insurance business Steadfast Group topped the losers chart by falling 1.8% by the mid-session. The other top laggards were the businesses Domino's Pizza Enterprises, property business Stockland, software firm Appen and financial services firm Platinum Asset Management. And now, before we move to the newsmakers, we'll just take a small break, but please stay with us.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. Sage here. Let's move on now to the stocks that created a buzz on the ASX today. Shares of Fortescue Metals Group traded 2.7% higher in line with the iron ore miners, owing to a rise in commodity prices. And the company's subsidiary Fortescue Future Industries has joined AGL Energy to examine a potential green hydrogen plant in the Hunter Valley at the site of AGL's 2 huge coal-fired power stations. And the partners will use the next 12 months to study the feasibility of commercial plans and develop a timeline for the potential large-scale hydrogen venture, which would eventually supply export as well as domestic markets. The shares of nickel mines traded nearly 2% higher after it announced to buy a 70% stake in the Oracle nickel project. The nickel miner acquired the stake for $530 million as it sets its eyes on becoming a global top 10 producer of the commodity. And as per the deal, Nickel Mines will pay investment firm Shanghai Decent Investment Group $371 million and will be obligated to pump a further $154 million towards construction of the project. And Oracle Nickel is a development project comprising 4 rotary kiln electric furnace lines that are commencing construction within the Indonesian Morowali Industrial Park in central Sulawesi, Indonesia. Shares of Santos climbed 2.5% after the energy major received approvals from the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission of Papua New Guinea for its merger with Oil Search. And the merger of Oil Search and Santos under the PNG law remains subject to certain conditions, including court approval and the satisfaction or waiver of certain other customary conditions. And post-completion of the merger, Oil Search will be removed from the ASX 200's index effective from December 13th, 2021. And Oil Search will be replaced by Life 360 from the same date. And shares of non-bank lender Money3 rose over 1% after it registered record lending in November as lockdowns eased in Australia and New Zealand ahead of the Christmas period. The consumer and commercial finance company lent 50 million Australian dollars in the month, with its gross loan book increasing to 680 million Australian dollars by the end of November. Money3 also announced that MA Financial Group, formerly Moelis Australia, will provide mezzanine, a hybrid of debt and equity financing, warehouse funding to Money3's subsidiary Automotive Financial Services. And shares of telecommunications company Telstra were up 0.5% after it secured the maximum possible amount of low-band spectrum in the recently concluded auction. The company invested 616 million Australian dollars to secure 2 by 10 megahertz in the Australian Communications and Media Authority's 850 over 900 megahertz band auction. The company said that bid was a win for Telstra customers, especially for the people, businesses and communities of the regional and rural Australian sectors. And thanks for joining us on that report. That's all for now in the Mid-Market Pulse. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV as we have many more shows lined up for you, sharing the live updates across the economy, markets and sectors. This is Sage signing off for now.